up on a Sunday morning, and I've been sitting here pondering for the last half hour after I realized, number one, at the 340 mark in the prior movie, when the art disappeared off one of the layers, it's because I had both layers visible, and when I hit Command A to make the first symbol, I actually have two copies of that art inside what this symbol right here. Um, Whether or not that makes sense, I don't know. But the addition of creating all these additional layers, the that works really well for building some interesting images. They don't particularly work with this one right here, but there will be others where this strategy works really well. You'll miss out on some of those opportunities if you're not creating these layers. So it's an extra step that really is unnecessary for preserving our evolution of our symbols because we have the evolution up here saved. But we'll miss out on what happens when you turn two different layers on and what interesting things might occur. We could recreate it by pulling out these symbols and turning them on and off. So there is multiple ways to do it. But would you ever have found that just from these symbols? Just a thought. And the last thing is what I said at the end of the movie is why don't we save our work? And I'm going to save it like this because this is weird. And this could make a really weird symbol. Not sure if I like it or not, but for what it's worth, there it is. So I'm going to hit Command S. Now, if you already saved untitled whatever this is, you guys, at the end of the day, when the bell rings and you just hit Command S and just accept whatever bonehead name is written there, which the bonehead name is untitled dash number, that's on you. You know, take a second just to save this correctly. Okay, so I'm going to save this, Command S, and I'm going to go into Documents, into the Illustrator folder, right there, and make a new folder. Call it Symbols. Whoops. And then I can save this out. I really should have named this first because it was already highlighted. And see if well, we'll just go ahead and do this. So call it Spiral 1. And that's saved. Now we can come over here and call this one. You didn't do this, and I didn't make these things, but I'm going to go ahead and call this Spiral 2. See how the name is already highlighted and we're inside the folder now because that's the last place we went. And I put a 0 on there so these things will stay organized in a column because without that 0, 2 sometimes is considered coming after 19. It's a Mac thing. Very weird.